used to be different. We used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it. The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Alright, so that was the intro into Metro Exodus. Gave us some backstory. Like I said, I've already played about 10 hours of the game, but it has been a while since I've played this beginning part, because I played for a little bit. It wasn't really, at the time, something I was going to try and stay interested in and make videos on. And so I really stopped playing it. So I got a few hours in and then stopped, and then recently I picked it back up again and thought, yeah, this you know, even though it's an older game now, may be interesting to make a few videos on. We'll see how this one does. But yeah, so now I decided to start it all the way over again and see what happens. So essentially, survival horror. I can access my inventory. I guess not right now because I haven't learned to do that yet, apparently. Yeah, I can't access that. But yeah, there's mutants everywhere. There's radiation most places. You can craft things. It's a pretty neat crafting system. It's not too fancy, but it does the job. And yeah, this is like the third game, I believe. There's a few Metro games that have come out based on the novels, and they're all good. I've played at least one of them before, forever ago now, and I thought it was okay. So the games are a bit clunky sometimes with controls. You know, it is, obviously there's combat, but it is mostly story driven. So it does. It is a little buggy sometimes, and it is open world, but there's some invisible walls or just sections you can't go into. But overall, it's a good game, Fallout-esque, kinda. A little bit less of the RPG aspect of it. And for whatever reason, our character Artyom is outside searching for something, and that's where we're starting the game. So I believe I need to charge my flashlight, if I can do that yet. Okay, apparently I can't. But I can get my little whatever lighter out, and that'll give us some light without wasting your flashlight, because you do have to charge that every once in a while. I can't grab any of these green things. Later on, you actually get to use those for crafting material, so that's kind of nice. But oh, there's a spider on me. Not yet, we can't use that, so I don't know how much ammo I have or anything at the moment. It kind of sucks, not gonna lie, having to start it over, just because it's kind of a challenging game, and I was getting pretty invested in my other character. I still have it, but like I said, I want you guys to see how you like the game, and maybe we'll get more videos out of it. So I wanted to start from the beginning, because it wouldn't really make sense if I was a few hours in already and I started trying to make content on it. But we did just get some more shotgun shells and a magazine, or a drum, I suppose. So that's good, because we apparently only had about 5 to begin with. Oh, I hear something. Probably gonna get jump scared. I remember this kind of stuff vaguely. It's like I said, it's been over a year or so, probably even more, since I've bothered playing the game in general, let alone the first few missions. Because like I said, I had this part done when I first played it forever ago. Now coming back to it, I don't have that much recollection on these things. Oh, something's moving in the shadows. And there's gunshots. That's always a good sign. We're going to take a look up here, just because, see if we can find some ammo cache or something. There's nothing. You gotta take your time to explore in these kind of games. Especially, I can't imagine playing on more difficult than regular, even hardcore. That's one level above what I'm playing at. Would be a nightmare, because it's hard enough finding ammo on normal, and let alone whatever the Ranger hardcore. So that one would be terrible. Probably barely find any ammo for anything. keep hearing terrible noises in the dark. But yeah, basically, nuclear war, that's what this game's about. Survival. At this point in time, we're burning a lot of spider webs, so we'll be having them crawl all over us, I'm sure. Is there anything I can pick up yet? But it's kind of cool, the crafting system. You can craft some basic things, you know, med kits, armor upgrades when you find them. Oh shit! Hold on, give me a second. Well, there's our first mutant encounter. And there's another one. Hopefully it just keeps going that way. Can I get in here? No? Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Just try and one-shot him. Ow. Okay, so yeah. I got hit. Need to use a med kit. It's kind of cool. The screen will progressively get more red, like you're bleeding. Ooh, more shells. That's a good find there. And depending on the difficulty you're playing on, your gas mask will start to break. And you can see mine's a bit cracked. It started that way, but it'll get worse than that, and sometimes they'll actually puncture it. And that could be a very bad thing. Get out of here. I like this shotgun. I don't know. I haven't seen this one up on the surface yet where I've been. So I don't know if I just decided to get rid of it and haven't found a replacement yet on my other guy. But it's a nice shotgun to have. The drum magazine for. Could use another med kit though, just in case. Anything good over here? No, I can't. Yeah, see, kind of clunky with some of these places. They don't necessarily have you planned out to go, but Fallout's the same way, so. Ooh, can I get that gun? That would be sick. I'm sure I get to use it in a second, maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, that'd be nice to have. This looks like a big boss battle room. Alright, yeah, we just need to get out of here. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, hello, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to stick around. Don't worry about it. Yeah, they're not very pretty looking mutants, that's for sure. My friends are here.
Hold on, we're coming! Keep us covered! Hold on! We'll get you out. Whoa! It's Artyom! Artyom? Artyom! What the hell? He's hurt! Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
Well, got saved.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Why are the lights off? It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry. I told the doctors
I got it.
they'll be
Open up.
expecting him.
Go!
So, essentially, most of society, as we know it anyways, is living in metro systems. Therefore, I mean, that's why it's called metro.
Looks like Artyom's been
Most of the world
trips up top.
is, yeah, hiding in the metro, living life, eating rats.
Left across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone! I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Blood transfusion? That's probably not very healthy in this society, but it's better than running out of blood, that's for sure. It's my wife from the previous games.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex.
There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please, promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Alright, well that was a good pep talk. So, they've referred to Spartans a few times. That's this order, I guess. That's their special forces, essentially. In previous games, some of you guys may remember if you've played them. Essentially, it's like an alternate reality, obviously, with the nuclear wasteland and everything. But different factions made it into the metro, survived, and, there's a Nazi faction, communist faction. The Order, supposedly, neither, trying to protect the metro as a general rule, the best place to survive, at least as we know it right now. And so that's what they were talking about. The Battle of D6, I believe, was in the previous game that our character took part in. I may try and play those eventually too, just because they're kind of fun, but we'll see what happens with this one. Maybe we'll go back and do the previous games, but we'll see. Just looking for any scrap that may be left behind.
Artyom, you're all right. You gave us a scare, brother. Artyom, how are you, friend? I see you're all right. This calls for a celebration.
Artyom. A few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you're
are the
your
nurses
usual
in the
self,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Could you just stop crowding him? Brother. Welcome back, Artyom. Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Yeah! Oh, it's official. I knew it. You guys are like kids. So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom.
I guess we're going out to party for some reason. I don't know if it's just because I survived or is there something else going on, but... And 1 week later, it looks like we're back up on the surface trying to find a signal.
And? More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking.
I hate those things.
Why, yes. And there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead.
Well, that's not very optimistic, but kind of makes sense.
We took our time. Time to replace our filters.
Will
Move it.
do.
We don't need any extra radiation, darling.
So yeah, that's the other thing. You have to maintain your gas mask and
Kill me if he finds out I went out with you.
filters
Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa
so you don't get
off-limits zone.
irradiated. Like I said, on the harder
Have you
difficulties,
been to all these ruins?
definitely could be a pain in the butt.
See all the destruction. And Moscow had the
I'll check
best
this room out.
anti-air defenses in the
I'm
country.
just gonna leave my wife over there. Maybe there's something good. Though I don't think I've really started the crafting and searching stuff probably yet. There's a note there we can look at. Maybe I will. Went to buy food. I was going to roll the chair. Civil defense broadcast started. Crowds outside. Everyone's running everywhere. Missiles flying. Alright, so this is a entry as the missiles were coming down.
A demon away. It was getting too comfortable.
So yeah, there's some lore left behind in notes or journals of people, which is kind of cool. And it looks like I've upgraded to the AK for now.
Maybe you should come back to the order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who?
So there we go again. Polis is another major metro station, city essentially.
Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough.
Alright, I'll wait.
Your turn now.
And I guess her dad, the colonel, is apparently going to try and hook us up with a flat, which I guess is nice.
The woods. Whoa. Hear that?
I did hear it. Didn't sound friendly. Got some watchmen in here, which is kind of weird they're called watchmen. Oh, what was that? Where was he hiding? Got a few more. Oh, crap. Alright, good. She got him. Where was he hiding at? He was like hiding behind the mannequin? Or did he come through like this? He maybe came through the ceiling. Swap filter. Hopefully we don't have to do that yet. Can I go in the bathroom? I can. There we go. It's always good to do some extra searching for ammo and stuff in this game. Because they're not easily accessible, especially when you're not hanging around a place you can craft anything. probably didn't do all this looting when I first played too, so maybe I'll start better off this time. I don't know why it's telling me to swap my filter yet. I should have just done that. I should be okay. And what kind of sucks, but you know, helps make the game more difficult, you don't really get any loot from the creatures you kill, so it's not really worth doing. Oh, I have max ammo right now apparently. Well, that won't last long. It's not really worth getting into fights with things unless you have to, because it's difficult and consumption of resources versus the reward you get unless you have to kill them is not really worth it. Unless you're playing on super easy mode, it's not really worth trying to go and just kill everything. So going outside. Oh, what was that? Another note. We'll maybe take a look at those later. Oh. Pack of watchmen over there. Yeah, like I was saying before I got attacked the last time, I don't know why they're called watchmen. I'm sure they have reasons for that in the books, but they're definitely not anything close to men. It's APC.
The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae? Or do we
Ooh, that was close.
wait it out? Looks like that is all of them.
I almost went to that APC for cover. That would have been a bad idea.
That was a large pack.
Is there any more over here? Probably not.
Is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that.
Yeah, most people don't do anything up on the surface. Their lives are only in the metro. Just revolves around the metro. Take this. Oh, I can't take. I wish it would let me take more of that ammo. Guess I was there in case we actually decided to shoot those things. Photo mode. I really haven't used that at all, but that's a thing. What does kind of annoy me about the game, though I get they made it this way to kind of help direct us to objectives and keep us from doing that much exploring. You can't swim at all. I mean, you can go through like little shallow areas and walk through them, but you can't swim. You'll get essentially forced out. You won't drown. You won't die immediately, which is nice. It'll just make you swim to the closest boat or land, and that's it.
Come up now.
There we go. She's got a fancy AK. I got a kind of basic one.
I got you.
Yeah, it's far away for now. I'm sure it won't stay that way.
That's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing.
And now we got a blizzard coming in.
Switch to radios.
Ooh, can I go in this bus? I'm really, like I said, because I am replaying this, I'm just trying to see if I could find some other stuff I didn't maybe get to before. Oh, let me up, thank you. But, like I said, I don't imagine they're going to have too much in this first opening act. This really isn't, you know, anything crazy right now.
Artyom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right?
It's a train. And bat things. Demons, what they're called.
A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit, what do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it?
I mean, I feel like that's what we should do.
Look,
Oh,
it's our guys from the Order. Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them.
I don't know about that. I mean,
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did. Come on, get in.
and there we go. I get hit in the face. So, spoiler alert, and I'm not going to say exactly what it is yet, but our whole world is essentially going to be turned upside down here in a few
You should
minutes.
have checked first, assholes. Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for that.
What's going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there.
And that's going to be a
We didn't
problem,
know.
apparently.
We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The Hack and the boy out.
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it.
At least give them their masks back.
That's not good. Well, this is an awkward position to be in. And somehow I survived that. I'm just built different than the rest. I mean, I survived the first 2 games. I mean, it makes sense.